Happy Monday. Nice, one wax done. Thank you for the like. I make sure maybe should I move? Should I do this the opposite? Should I be down here more? So you guys can kind of see more what I'm doing. I think that makes sense actually. Try to get a lot of wax in the signature because if you don't, a lot of little glaze bits get stuck in there. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it can be kind of funny looking. What's up, Zoeb? How you doing today? Hope your Monday is treating you well. Or Tuesday, depending on your location on the planet. I laid down too much. I did too much. Uh-oh, Gizmo's here. Say hi, Gizzy Bear. Say hi. Okay. Make a fool out of me. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Hello, friend. Welcome to the stream. I'll probably have to move my iPad over. Thinking about it. If I'm coming down here, I don't know if this is better at all. Maybe I can't really put my camera in my workbench, unfortunately. Gizmo, what are you doing? Why? Every new box that he finds, he must investigate it thoroughly. That's a lot of freaking excess. There we go. That might be better. It's thrilling stuff. Waxing. This is, why I wake up in the morning. One day. Wow, that's an. It's been a long day. You've had a long day? I don't really follow that one, but I hope you're doing well today. Even if it was long. It's better than a day cut short, Sorry if you have been watching the stream in the past and if your username was too different than your at on YouTube. I don't know. Might not recognize it, so your profile picture does seem very familiar to me. I'm so used to moving them to the left. I should move them to the right today. batch of mugs is not really my favorite, but I'm pushing forward anyway. I got a lot of stuff to glaze up today. This is the first step. So we put wax resist on the areas that you don't want glazed yet. Pretty basic. So later, which yeah, we'll see how quickly things are drying out here. Usually I like to give it like half an hour or so to kind of set. I don't think it really matters all that much. But if I get right to dipping, I'm going to show you what happens. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you heard that. Brother, you need to get your brakes checked. That was insane. I don't know if that came through on the stream or not, but that was quite the squeal. I do have a bunch of mugs over here. I should just get all the mugs in this kiln mode, or maybe not all of them. One tip, if you're a potter and you're watching this, I like to hold on to my sponge at all times when I got a waxy hand, because I'm bad for freaking grabbing bisqueware with a freaking waxy hand. And I've watched some videos on like how to get it off and whatnot. You can torch it. There's different ways that you can try to get it off, but I've just like glazed really thickly over that area, and with varying results. It's worth probably 50% of the time, every time. Something like that. There's this one that needs to be going another day. There's a couple here that have little blemishes on the rim that I want to sand out, like wet sand them. Still amazed though. Very small kiln. Like I got not very small. I don't even know how big. Top of my head. It's it takes a 15.5-inch shelf, and I can, depending on, I think it's about 2 feet deep, something like that. I could fit a boatload of stuff in it, in the basket anyway. Hi, Gizzy Bear. What? Yeah. I'm streaming on the internet. I'm streaming on the internet right now. Oh, you're burning me. Keeps trying to tell you all my secrets, guys. I don't understand. Why would he do that? What are you thinking today, Gizmo? And? What else? Nothing? Oh. That's right. I did leave for a doctor's appointment early in the morning. And you were not. You were freaking out. What's up? Welcome to the stream from India. I'm from Canada. The Great White North. Not so great, but we're pretty great. How are you doing today? all is well. This might be the. I might have picked the worst. If I just do it right here, does that should pick up a lot of it. I think you guys can really kind of see what's going on and probably hear me a little better too. Maybe. Gizmo, no. Do not. Oh, you little rascal. Everything is on and everything is off. Why did that get going on in your head? What's on and off? Or did you chat earlier too? Am I missing chats? But welcome in your head. Hope you're doing well. Everything's on and everything's off. What is the best way to prevent my bowls from cracking in the kiln? Where are they cracking? Are you getting S cracks? Or are they cracking on the sides? Guys, so if they're happening on the bottom of the bowl, at the base, on the inside or on the outside, doesn't really matter, but yeah, make sure that you're doing extra compression. You want to focus on the compression stage, right? So here, I'll finish this mug because I talk with my hands. So. Side cracks. Now that I could only imagine is like a drying issue, or I don't really know. I haven't really come across that too much, but I let my stuff dry fairly thoroughly. Like, but the side cracks. I guess maybe if there's like too much torque when you're throwing, so you could try doing more passes with less pressure, or just really making sure that before they go in the kiln, they're inspecting them really close. Like you can have these pin hair fractures that it's almost impossible to see unless you're like inspecting all your pieces, that really only like reveal themselves in the kiln. Yeah, aside from that too, I haven't done a whole bunch of bowls, but I've also I don't know, I've never really had a side crack. It's always been an S crack. Knock on wood. Because yeah, anyway, yeah, I don't know. That probably did not help at all, but and maybe I don't know, like for stuff like that, been thinking about opening up the community. Appreciate it. If I say no problem. Kind of want to open up the community page thing on this account to like allow for people to share photos, and maybe also like other potters to give advice and whatnot. Or like honestly, man, like the ceramics subreddit on reddit.com is a wealth of information. It might take a little bit of diving in and a little bit of time, a little bit of research to find exact. Winnie, hey, come on. Nope. Down. Get down. Down. Where are you going? Okay, or go that way. But yeah, no, it's could be many things too. It just could be the clay that that you're using might be what's the terminology in ceramics when it cracks when you bend it in a spiral. Shoot. Not flexible enough to make bowls out of. What the hell is it called? I literally was just reading when I was waiting for my appointment this morning. I just read a post about that. Somebody help me. Please. man, what is going on with me? And I don't know. I feel like I've gotten extra done these last few days. I been really just going for it. I haven't had great sleep. I just got prescribed the CPAP machine for sleep apnea, so that is why. And then so I have like really bad days with sleep and really good days with sleep, but then when I don't have very much sleep, it's usually just all bad. Um, but they're like, yeah, like actually your RAM is really good, all this stuff's really good. You're not moving in your sleep too much, like you're not waking yourself up because of like twitching or rolling or whatever, but your oxygen goes down enough that you will definitely notice. But I do stop breathing, like I think he said 15 to 25 times in an hour. Getting old is fun. Everything is on. Everything is off. Is that a wax on, wax off reference? Maybe I just missed that, Mary. I guess too. I'll have to look into that community page thing because I wonder what the moderation is like. Like, I have to see about like who can post and what they can post, and if it's like a review post and then allow it kind of situation, which could be okay. But then it's like I only have so many hours in the day, and a lot of times doing this all the time, I can't just pop open an app and be like, "Yep, oh, that's okay, that's good." It's a little bit more. It's not so easy. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Probably speaking it like, yeah, I'm talking about something I don't know anything about. That makes me uncomfortable. That's why I'm so uncomfortable answering questions about pottery because I have very minimal experience and a unique experience, I would say. Given I've been very fortunate with how things come out of the kiln and like certain issues that people face that I haven't really dealt with too much. So I did have to. One of the elements finally died in my kiln, so that was fun. Switching that out. Opening up the control panel and realizing, oh, these all these cables and connectors, like the little C clamps or whatever, are completely shot, and I needed to replace them. What's up? How's it going? Just that one guy, Lorez. Yeah, like I said, hello everyone. There's like 2 people watching. Hello everyone. How are you doing on this fine day, Mr. Mraz? Dude, I yeah. The stupid little heart thing that pops up for YouTube chats. I wish you could. Well, I bet I could turn that on. Maybe I don't know. It's so annoying because it cuts off like 2 words of the bottom chat. I think I know no one. from the chat. I don't know. You don't know Miri? He also does pottery streams. And I believe he's kind of been doing more recently. I think I've seen a couple of notifications. No, you don't think so? No, he does great work. He helped me out big time in the. I mean, really, he's the one. We had a video call when I was first starting, and he kind of walked me through the coning and pulling walls, and that really really got me up and running. And that was like early. I don't even know what's like. Probably within the first 20 odd streams, maybe even less. But it all feels like a distant memory. Because it is. Nice, yeah. I feel bad. I haven't really been. The only other pottery streamer I watch is Ben Wool. And then we also like stream Minecraft and stuff together on my second channel. And I do like pixel art and solo gaming and stuff on there. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm so busy all the time, and then spending as much time with my fiance as I can. What am so this is wax. That it's a wax emulsion that I'm putting on the bottom of these pieces, and shortly, probably around noon, so like it's 10 after 11, I could start glazing these pieces. So this will just basically, like when I dip the pieces in, this wax will stop it from, it won't go where the wax is. So I don't want any on the bottom of the piece because it will stick to the kiln. And then for these, for these pieces, I'm doing just around the inside of here and like this little lip here. Because I don't want, I've had it a couple times now. Like the teapot, but that's a extreme example. That was the very first time I ever glazed anything, and I just like went for it, and I knew about specific gravity, but I was like, oh yeah, they would have like mixed this properly from the company, but there's so much involved in it. Like you kind of need to dial it into your clay and your situation. I was layering glazes, so you want it to be thinner. We're doing that. That kind of thing. What was it? Yeah, so I just put some there so that it doesn't want to. Did I inside this one? I didn't. Ooh. Doesn't want to fill up too much and prevent the lid from actually closing. And same here. Too many variables to think about. Oh yeah. Well, you get like, I've been. Yeah, I just kind of went like I watched a couple hours worth of people's different like why they go to a specific gravity and how it's worked for them and what they're doing with their clay or their glaze, what clay they're using, what they bisque fire to, all this yada yada. And then you get a general sense of like if I'm trying to achieve this, then I'm probably in this range. So like, how do I set this product? I aim for 135, or it can be as low as 132. But that's a pretty small range too. But if it gets lower, I find you get like weird splotchy stuff going on, where there's not enough of the mineral suspended or whatever. It could be anything, but splotches. And then if it's too thick, if it gets past the 135, you see like wavering at the sponge line or like the wax line. So it's just like it's like too close, too close to like melting and dripping, and we don't want the catastrophe of my first attempt dip glazing to be repeated, because that sucked. I did Dremel off a bunch of glass beads off of my kiln shells. But do you think a lot of it just comes down to consistency and like that and just kind of being like, yeah, this is open to any result? Not well, unless it's like non-functional. But if things kind of look a little funky or whatever, like I've definitely pulled stuff out and been like, this looks awful. And then my fiance and people at the market are like, oh, that's cool. Blah, blah. Mr. Ben Wolf, Pottery in the house. Ben Wolf in his house. What's good, brother? I officially have sleep apnea. It's been proven, and I will be cosplaying Darth Vader every night for the rest of my life. I wish there was one that was like, but it just goes. Right. Wax on the bottom so it does not stick. Why don't they use a nail-like bottom? A nail-like bottom. I don't know, man. I don't even know what that means. A nail? Keep the pots elevated. No, this is when you dunk it in the glaze. You can use biscuits like there's like drip biscuits and stuff that you can make, so it's like sitting up off the kiln, and yeah. That is true, yes. I shall also be like Anakin after the lava, but only for 8 hours a day. Well, yeah, you can do that. Some people do that. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, dude. It's probably why you're not a potter. You're like, why can't ChatGPT freaking put the glaze on for me? Why can't I code it? Just type in some code and get some glaze on those pots. Color, alt, change to cobalt blue. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's actually super easy. And I'm actually kind of going slow. Usually I'm pretty quick. And sometimes too, I get a tray and I'll just like dip it in the tray and then wipe it off. But I got so much. Well, I mean, whatever. I could have done it. I just got a lot of stuff, and I think I'm going to fill up this table pretty quick. And So I decided not to, but some people brush it on. I use these little sponges for like, I don't even know, man. They're like art sponges that come on a stick. I just rip them off. Seen people use makeup applicators and stuff as well. But I don't know. Why don't you try what you're suggesting and then report back? And also, like, so with so when you dip, and you carefully make sure that it doesn't, you know, um, get on the bottom or whatever. It's honestly like a bit more of a skill than it might seem. I've been kind of struggling with it anyway, and I've read about others. But like to drop something down and keep it like perfectly, like not tilted at all, so you don't get like a weird line, and having um, the glaze is a liquid, right? So it'll like splash around and ripple and stuff. And to not have that, so if it just depends how clean of a line you want, and I guess if you're a lazy POS, then like you're probably not even gonna do ceramics. So. Isn't that right? Tell me I'm right. And I might switch over to a different sponge because what some people will clean these out. They'll like put put them in like hot soapy water. But personally, I find it like they spread better when they're like kind of hardened. It's like not hardened, but this one, I guess this isn't so bad. It's pretty torn up though. Like when you're first dipping, it holds a lot more and spreads so much better. You know, I really didn't even put any on there, but I did. Oh. Jeez Louise. It's actually like super nice out today. Kind of wanting to go outside for a wee bit. What I should go do is let the cats out on the porch. Just sunroom. Almost threw that across the room. Durability test. Well, Mariah got suspiciously quiet there. It was the ChatGPT joke. I know I went too far. I know. I'll be right back though. I'm gonna see if the cats want to get on the porch. It's so beautiful out. They didn't want to go, and now I got a straggler here. You're gonna say hello, Gizmo? You're gonna say hi. Be polite. Ask them, how are you? Gizmo's asking how you are. You really want to jump up here, but you're not allowed to. I can see it in your eyes and the way you're shuffling about. Kind of forget where the camera's at, but I don't know if anybody. Well, I kind of do know. people probably do not want to watch this. This is not the part. This is not the glamour that is throwing on the wheel, and nobody really wants to watch that either because, well, me do it. People want to watch. What do the people want? Hi, Gizmo. What? Your claws, brother. Your claws in my leg, brother. Oh. I should do is like put like someone doing parkour in Minecraft underneath, like split the page into stream in half. That'll hold people. Look, I'm waxing and freaking demolishing Minecraft parkour courses at the same time. I'm using my Neuralink to play Minecraft as I'm doing pottery. And then I can't forget the text overlay. It just says noobs. Noob equals ban. That's important. I've got to condense these a little bit. This gives the guy. Whew. Almost missed a spot. Could have sucked. But still gonna suck, but could have sucked worse. Two more of these. What do we got? A couple planters. 5 big bowls. Well, that's that. I'm gonna do it. I got wax where I don't want the wax. Oh. Yeah, hasn't even been an hour yet. So I might actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll finish up waxing these pieces. Then I'm gonna go do my chores, and then, or else my mom's gonna get mad. I'm fresh. She's gonna get sour with me. And then I'll glaze them. I might stream it later, but then they'll need to sit for a while. So depending on what goes on this afternoon, they might on my second channel, which you can find on my YouTube homepage. Streaming some Minecraft. If not Minecraft, I'll probably be playing Montbazoo, and you can see, or however you say it, Montbazon. My shitbox, which is a car game, Canadian car game, French Canadian car game, which I'm not that. Don't ever say I am. Yeah. I stream that. Might do actually probably pixel art. If we're not doing Minecraft, I'll do it. Only when I'm making art. I'll do pixel art. Trying to redo my stream intro over there. Asprite, Asprite, AE, and then Sprite. Asprite. This one's for the home here because it's all weird. Got a weird dent thing in the bottom of it. Those one's a keeper. I keep the crappy stuff, so then when people come by and I show them, oh yeah, no, I made this and whatnot. It just looks like shit. So they're like, what? I'm trying to make this your business? Yes, unfortunately. Yes, unfortunately I am. I'm shocked that that was the maybe that was the line from Mraz. It's a chat GPT or some shit. You're still watching, man. How what? Hey, Gizmo, come on. Don't. That's where all the people are. In the camera, in the phone. Don't knock it over. You don't want to hurt the people. Let's get some cut it outs in the chat for Gizmo. Let's all tell Gizmo, cut it out. He's a good boy. Oh, that was so soft. That was a soft little meow. He's such a big fella. Over 18 pounds. It's crazy, man. We gotta. When we thought you were losing weight, buddy. That's not what the scale said at the vet. And now Carol going like, I wonder if he's getting too thin. A couple months ago. Maybe a month ago. I was like, no, he's not. I didn't have. It sucks. I would love to pick him up and show him off because I love this guy so much. But yeah, the occupation does not really allow much for handling the critters. Either clay or wax or glaze, I guess. Try not to get glaze too much on my hands too much, but it does happen. It does happen. Hair. It looks like I only have hair right on my forehead. It's not true. That'd be sick though. I might get that cut. So it's just here. Bald. Someday, probably. That's gonna happen on its own. I'm just wondering. Well, definitely. Yeah. Unless chat's broken again today, but I doubt it. I think people are. This guy on my feet again. I don't like it. On my feet again. And if you get a moment, do you mind doing a test chat? Just because I'm like just because of what happened the other day, I'm actually a little bit wondering if that's happening. Although it is like Monday morning, so that's also a thing. Yeah, it's also me. I also don't. If you're working right now, do not bother. Do not worry about it. Righto. Oh, sorry, man. No, then you don't have to test chat. I'm sorry. Thanks, man. Thanks, busy boy. Nickname unlocked. Busy boy Ben. Big Hawk busy boy. Busy big cock band. That's, I should say that slower actually. Oops. Clamped. You want to get in your hammock? Is that what you want? Or you want to get into this crate? Get in your hammock. Yeah, go in there. I brought it in here so we could hang out, brother. Like, no, it's still, that's not summertime yet. Can you test chat again and ask me how I'm doing? Gizmo, come on. Okay, whatever. It's just, he's in a bin full of Bisqueware, so it'll be okay, hopefully. JPAP. Busy Ben. Big busy Ben. Spend the rest of the stream. That's all I'm gonna say. Big busy Ben. Big busy Ben. Dude, 11 likes on this stream. Thank you so. Thank you all. Showing your love and support for this little hawk. That's HAWK. Hawk. There's one of these that I guess I didn't sign or stamp, so that's fun. That'll be for the house, I guess. Getting ridiculous, man. I'm ridiculous. I don't know. Why did I don't know why I did that. Can anybody hazard a guess? If you guess because my brain doesn't work right, guess what? You won. The customer requested it. What customers? That's. I mean, thank you. I appreciate that because that implies that that I would have customers like that. No, it's just like because my brain doesn't work. Everywhere that it's supposed to be wrinkly, it's smooth, and everywhere it's supposed to be smooth, it's wrinkly. So the flow, the communication from the compartments to the departments is not very well regulated. And the result is a mass confusion, constant confusion. I didn't sign these either. Did I sign any of them? Okay, good. 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 There's one. Okay. Oh, yeah. At least I stamped this. I stamped it. At least I stamped this one. The customer question. I think I'm starting to finally understand that one and how you're trying to insult me. But it didn't work. It's not that you're saying I have customers, it's that the customers that I do have don't want people to know that I'm the one who made it. That's a high level joke. That's a high level joke, you know? I just didn't, I guess, expect that. Kind of funny business for someone who's so serious. And you should really take everything they say extremely literally at all times. Sometimes I forget I'm on the internet. I should say that Ben and I are good friends, and that is a lie. What I just said was a lie. Not that we're friends, but that he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. Funny how? Like the best impression I can do right there. And it's spot on. Well, actually, I do a pretty good Ben. Ben with Pottery. But they're the pretty good. Go check out his channel and watch him live tomorrow around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and make sure you remember what my impression was like, and I think you'll find it was pretty well dead on. Pretty much. You might actually think you're watching me do an impression of him. If you shut your eyes. Oh, yeah. Like I'm silent, and as soon as Ben comes up in the chat, it's like, okay, let's roast Ben for a couple minutes, and now I'll stop. Whoa. My neck! My head's gonna fall off. My fucking head's gonna fall off, guys. Ben, you might actually like this. Somebody asked me if I would make a food bowl for their parrot. Actually, that's it. So I don't do that. That's below me. No, they did ask me about it. I did say no, but like definitely come by because like according to some people, all I do is pet food products. So you might find something that you'll like for your little parrot. Well, I hope everyone is just as bored as I am at this moment. If you're watching, I don't know why. But thank you, I guess. I guess I'll thank you. If you are watching, remember the chat here. Apparently. Apparent. That was a I feel like I wasn't in the like playing at the time. But I feel like that's like a old Bancraft reference, potentially. Apparently. Apparently the parrot. Maybe, I don't know. Was I there for that? I can't remember if I was watching or playing. I try to forget all the times I played there, but unfortunately, I did not get the parrot's name. Partially because that never actually happened. I was just making that up. But also partially because they didn't tell me the name. That'd be funny. I honestly, if someone was like, I want a seed bowl for my parrot, I would be like 100% yes. It's like the colors you use just they would complement his plumage so well. Or her. Damn, man, I'm on a streak of misgenerating pets. It's insane. I'm going down, not up. You know. It's all said and done. I'm glad I could provide some entertainment for you. Well, I'm assuming you're working, so goes back and forth. I laugh out loud at a lot of your stuff. A lot of the stuff you say. Hello. Cannot read your name, but welcome to the stream. I hope you are well today. Happy Monday or Tuesday. Whatever day it is for you today. Hope it's happy. Partially because none of that is true. It's one of those things I love. I love doing that to Carol. But these are good. These are kind of neat little dishes. There's a guy I'm working with, and he made this like template for a charcuterie board. These are little like sauce or jam dishes, and they fit in there, and they're like flush. But they won't like when you're moving it if you're fucking drunk. A little too much wine, a couple shots of whiskey, whatever. I don't care. I'm giving up. Okay, I'm going back. I'm going to start doing CAD work again. I'm going to give up. Going back to the office, guys. I kind of hate it here. Yeah. No. So it's good. It's a kind of neat little collab situation. And I'm hoping that they're not going to shrink too much more because they are pretty loose. And I wanted to ask you, I'm not sure exactly how he's doing it. I'm assuming he has like a jig and then he just uses a router. But if he's like boring a hole and then routing, I'm going to do the math and send him a size of hole that would like accommodate the shrinkage rate so that things will hopefully fit a little bit more snugly. As snugly as a bubbly and a rugly. It's almost noon. How long? An hour and 21 minutes. Oh, also on Wednesday's stream, I should have a mic on me. And my mom is showing up again. For real, Mama Fresh is here again. It's like every time I stream it. She senses that I'm on live, or probably gets a notification. She's like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over there. I make a muted stream. So yeah, anyone who's just popping through, this is just I'm applying wax resist to my pieces before I dip glaze them. Just prevents glaze from going places that you don't want it to. I got this piece and 5 big bowls to do, and then that'll be the stream for now. Oh, she's here. Yo. I did say hi for you there, Mr. Wolf, and then she said hi. I don't think I told her it was muted, but I don't think she. Hopefully, you guys couldn't hear that. That would be a massive blunder. But she dropped off some gluten-free French broth and a recipe for it. So, spaghetti. Look at that. Okay. How well does that show up on the strand? See that little S crack in there? No bueno. I'm gonna glaze it anyway. Fuck it. I'm gonna glaze it. Yeah, that one is disintegrated. Do you think I will start just having music or something going? Because I don't really even care. I'm not giving freaking Google a photo of my IDs to monetize the channel or remonetize it because it was good. But in order to take out the AdSense that I've made, I would have had to submit my ID photo of it. Picture of my identification. No, thank you, siree. I am a sovereign citizen. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, but I don't know. Laughing at my own jokes. Yeah, I just don't want to do that. So I'm not going to. Now, if I made like videos, yeah, maybe I would do that, but nobody got time for that. Big bowls. Oh, you know what? Shoot. Should have showed my mom one of the big bowls glaze, man. Dang it. Could have made some money. Could have made a sale. I'm selling these for like $80, but for you, I can do 95. Miss Guzi. So quiet. I could turn this stream into a video, actually. Call it Pottery ASMR. Waxing bottoms until you fall asleep. I don't know what that one made me chuckle. Always the dumbest stuff. Stupid. What a stupid thing to say. What a stupid thing. A thought even to have. And here I am thinking it and saying it. How is the likes? How are the likes creeping up? Like, is it a dead stream? Thank you, anybody who's liked the stream or hanging out watching. I do appreciate it from the very bottom of my heart. But it's just like dead chat. I think the most people watching I've seen is like 8. But it's just like creeping up every so often. It's just people are flicking through and they're like, yeah, I'll double tap that screen. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to smack that like button. Double tap your screen on your mobile device to like the stream, and don't forget to subscribe for more fresh cup of Joel content. Down to 2. Perfect. We got rid of them. Very effective. Like, take back the like. Unlike. I don't want to get pumping up anymore. Oh, brother. I just had a brain blast. What about all these? Shit. I should get these are actually pretty important to get done. What should I do here? I don't run out of room very quickly. Should have probably cleaned that shelf off. That probably would have helped a little bit. Wow. Because even these bowls is going to be tough for me to usually set the. I have a very specific setup that I could do for the glazing. I don't know. What doth one do when the space is so small? And I have like a whole boatload of these freaking Oh, bankers. Which I do want to. You know what? I should. Yeah, go back. I guess I could take these like this and put them into a bin, and that they can will fuck those right off. That's what we're gonna do, whether you like it or not. Here. It ain't easy being an idiot. Sometimes people say it must be ignorance is bliss, but have you ever tried it? That sucks. What if you're so ignorant you don't even know what bliss is? You're just like. Also, who's confirming that? The ignorant people, or? Yeah, it is. Two people watching. Let's go. Let's get a hype train. Hype train in the chat. Whoop, whoop. Oh yeah. Plans changed. I'm going to get all these waxed. I'll probably, depending on if there's a stream later, on my second channel with with old Ben Craft. I will probably just end up like I'll go do my chores, stream the rest of the day until dinner or whatever. Maybe even stream tonight, and then tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I will glaze these because I got a lot of stuff, and I'm just like I want to have it all waxed. I want to get as much glaze as I can, and then just spend the rest of the. Should be good later. Sweet round. Heck yeah. So yeah, then I'll do that for sure. And what am I freaking. What is happening right now? Right. I'll probably just glaze these things. Well, actually, you know what? I'll stream till dinner, and then after dinner, I'll come in here, get these glazed. I might do a stream then too on this channel, vertical stream, and then in the morning I can do a kiln load, and get that fired off. I'm thinking, yeah, I gotta go through. Actually, I'll probably have time because it probably won't be till 3:30 that we will do that live, I would imagine. But I really don't have to just wash the dishes today, so I don't have much else for chores. Because there is some like these planters I want to put some brush on glaze down, so I'll do that, and then I'll do a bunch of blue stuff first or in this evening, and then get those in the kiln tomorrow. And while those are cooking, I can do the layered stuff because I found that I have to dip and then wait quite a while before, like a solid hour or so, before I can put the second layer on of the different glaze, or else things get weird. When you go to pick up the piece, you gotta be super gentle, but even you can be extremely gentle. Sometimes it's not dry and you just rub it off, and sometimes it will just chip a little flake of glaze off the surface, which I like to avoid it as best I can. It depends on how big it is. But sometimes I go back and I'll brush over that part again. Yeah. That should do. I also have I don't know if I want to. I have these these are garlic grater dishes, and I have a couple that I basically showed that but covered it, I think. Anyways, look at that. I have some in a bowl style as well, but I kind of don't want to glaze those. I want to in the summertime. I'm going to take those out to the garage, smash them up, and get some grog out of them. Because, I don't know. Not me. I won't show that one. That's pretty shit. Do I have them? No. Okay. Yes. I made those before. This is the issue. Before doing the style with the boring. It is boring, man. Ma'am. Get to work. Which I really like this. And what? This is what happens. You guys are boys, dude. And you would know this, Carol, because you don't watch my streams, even though you supposedly love me and you supposedly want to be with me for the rest of your life. You don't even watch these streams. I was literally crying earlier because nobody was watching, and everyone who was watching was being mean to me. So for you to come in here and do this to me right now, I got some words because I'll probably be streaming and ignoring you when you get home. After that, I got some words for you. A lot of words. Can't be. This is my job. You can't be coming in here and not being so unprofessional. And I love you. Got it? You write that down? She probably came in, said that, and left. Oh. Yes. Yeah. I'll tell you how delicious it was. And then I'll also critique it. I'll give you tips and tricks on how to do better next time. That's fine. What are you making tonight? What are you thinking? Let me know. Yeah, I should. Honestly, I should have. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to get back to the house. I was thinking about popping over when I got the garbage bags to get. I thought you said you had some that you're gonna look for. Maybe you did and you didn't have them anymore. Yeah, I was gonna pop over to Shoppers, and then I left the store, and I was like, I'm just gonna go home. And where's the? Is that up in the laundry room? Or is it in the? I don't even know where that is. I don't know where anything is. I think I should. I don't know. I don't know. It's like that's super smooth. Oh, okay. On top of the. Oh, in the bathroom. All right. Sweet. Um. Yeah. Mom stopped by and she made some gluten-free French bread and then dropped off the recipe because I was talking about wanting to make bruschetta. And she mentioned that one of your coworkers knows or is related to someone that worked with Dad. It's kind of neat. Anyways, we can talk about that later. Because we're gonna have a long, very difficult conversation. What's up, Bonsai? Morning to you. Just past noon here, but close enough. And yes, all right. How are you doing today? Hope all is well in New Mexico. Bye now. Love you. Please say it back. Please. Say it back. She never says it back. Oy, 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 oy. You know, she wears the ring I got her, but I know she doesn't want to. Oh, Merez is back. I didn't even know you left. How are you doing now, Merez? Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. This is a lot. I'm doing a lot of stuff. Oh, nice. That sounds like a beautiful day. We got very sunny day, but it actually is fairly chilly still. Still below zero. But actually, I don't know. I don't know anymore. It changes so much from the morning to the mid afternoon or beginning of the afternoon. It could be. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not. I won't use. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now. Big sponges have no place in pottery. And I'm actually kind of offended that you even suggested I do that. It is a sponge, yeah. Kind of like it's those like little like foam wedge brushes for like painting and whatever. And I just rip them off the stick. Oh yeah, I'm up in Ontario, southern or well Midwestern Ontario, right by Lake Huron. Well, kind of. Pretty close. But it's about an hour drive, but it's close enough. Close enough that I could say that because all the crappy weather that builds up on the lake still hits us. I guess Tumorous used to be a sponge, but I don't know what to call it anymore. A sponge. That's really getting freaking wax on my non-wax ham. Huge blunder. Huge blunder. I think I'm getting mated in 3. That's a chess reference, not don't be sick. Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's a nice place. I don't know. It's not right here. Well, good thing you don't live near me. I gotta get rid of this. Because I'm definitely gonna get this on a piece that I don't want. Whereabouts in Ontario did you visit when you were here? It's quite the big place. Because I like went through, and now I only really have mods that I like talk to in person. So unfortunately, you were axed from the mod list. I think I'm down to like 4 mods, and I also don't really need them. Yeah, but it's not the personal. But yeah, I don't know. I was over modding, and I felt like people were seeing a sea of blue, and it was just. Oh, cool! Black sturgeon lake. I'll have to look that up because there's so many freaking lakes here. Sure, that's up north. Actually, I might pop that over there. But yeah, Marissa, please don't cry. I know it's probably just like you. The ultimate goal of your life was to be a mod on my channel, and I just pulled the rug right out from under you. But yeah, Bonds, I'm curious where that is. Oh, Kenora. Okay. Yeah, I was like almost as far away from me as you can get. Yeah, no, I was just messing with you. I hope it's fine. Yeah. Wow. Even if it wasn't, no offense, but I probably wouldn't really even care. No, yeah, that's a Well, that's like near the Manitoba border. So you kind of like, well, you can take the Chichimon, the ferry. Its name is the Chichimon. Kind of get to that part of Ontario from here. But you'd have to basically go all the way around Jordan Bay. And yeah, I mean it's pretty But I really want, so just north of there actually is Woodland Caribou Provincial Park, where you like you load your canoes onto a seaplane, and they drop you off, and you basically have like a pickup time and location, and then they'll meet you there. Um, but you're like on your own, and a couple of friends and I want to do that in a couple years. We have a couple like we have plans in the works. It's kind of a dream. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful looking spot. Okay, good. Good, Mirage. Ah, please. I hide you from the channel. What now? What's what move? Your move. Okay. I need to stop talking. In my life, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm only gonna. Yeah, I guess you said you were. Nice. Right on, man. Uh, yeah, there's a what's it called? Oh my goodness, Matisse Lake. That is a fly-in. It's like, but there's like a cabin set up there, so they fly into this lake, and you stay in the cabins, and you get the little tinny boats, uh, and then yeah, you just be there for a week, and you do a bunch of fishing, and yeah, the Northerns are sick. Like, I mean, I'm telling that story because I was younger, but like honestly now, like just off the water, uh, at my parents' cottage, like you can reel in some freaking like 38-inch Northerns, and it's really good fishing. In fact, it's like it's very rare if you go out in the right weather. Very rare not to catch some really nice fish. Lots of bass as well. Smallmouth bass. Good eating. Yep. Sometimes it is just you could just do that. The only reason yeah, I wouldn't advise people to do that probably because just depending on how the hook is, you do not want to get bar like if it's through the cheek and you get a barb on the hook and the fish is going around and you got a hook in your hand and it rips out. It's not a fun scenario. It's not a good feeling either. A friend of mine, like we usually pinch the barbs when we're backcountry camping, just for the obvious reasons. But he didn't, I guess, on one, and yeah, got it in the back of his hand, and it just ended up being uh, better to keep it in there because we were only out for one more night. He's just like, I'm just gonna leave it. Dumped alcohol all over it. They do have significant teeth. That is, yes, that is true. And yeah, they could do a decent amount of damage. And hello to you, Daryl. Thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Hope your day is going well. Your Monday. No, they do. Um, they can bite you. I've never personally experienced it or even seen it happen, like close to happening. But I'm sure if the right fish, the right circumstances, they're gonna try to get you. But we also like it's like a pair of pliers that you stick in, and but when you squeeze it, it goes the opposite way and locks, so you can like stick it in And well, and there's a spring one too. That's just like you squeeze it, put it in the fish's mouth, and it opens, and then they can't. Ice fishing is good, but yeah, and it keeps their mouth open, so when you're trying to get the hook out, they're not gonna chomp down on you. But that to me, yeah, I could really see that being the main time that they'd actually bite you. But I don't think from the water they would. Maybe I don't know. If your hand really looks like a frog or something. Ice fishing, yeah, ice fishing is a good time. I'm not. I don't. I prefer like I don't know. I prefer non-ice fishing. I don't love fishing that badly that I'm like I gotta. I also need to fish in the winter. But that's just me. Some people love it, and there's literally no difference. Like same fish in the water. It's not like other fish come in, and you're like, well, I mean, most places, most if it's a lake, that's not happening. Uh, or most lakes, I guess. I guess you might be wrong on that. Could be some change in, but I would say that most lakes around here are not really part of like a substantial enough river system for that to be the case. You know? But anyway, yeah, like I remember going as a kid. I really enjoyed it, but the last time I went, I just doing it in the day is fun. But when you get in the little like fishing huts and that kind of thing, it's a beautiful day. It's nice to not be in the tent. If it's crappy weather and you're tenting it, it's just like I don't know, man. It's very stuffy. But oh yeah, like as soon as the ice freezes, I'm gonna go out there, kick a hole in it, and dump a line. I'm gonna call it ice fishing, and you can cross that off your bucket list. Honestly, like I would do ice fishing if we did more winter camping in the deep winter, uh, which is fun. I guess like everything I'm saying about not wanting to ice fish, I do anyway because I go. Okay, well, yeah, that's true. But I go winter camping in like a little hot tent, just like a canvas tent with it comes with like a wood stove and a chimney, breaks down all that fun stuff, and I'll do that. But I think it's just with the fishing rods and stuff. This is like too much, but we have uh, or not I should my friends have definitely done some winter fishing like ice fishing. Uh, but like I said, I'm not that into fishing where I gotta do it in the winter. But I'm glad I've done it, and I'm not trying to shit on your dreams. Single digit temps. I'm not even sure that's well single digit temps. So okay. So like minus 13. Mm-hmm. It's minus 11 here today. And that's warm. That is nice right now. Or it was this morning. I don't know what it is now. What's up, sunset? Minus 15. Okay. Yeah, this is fairly nippy. How are you doing today, sunset? I think I literally just said that, but Nice and warm, huh? Yeah, the -11. It's get it. Well, yeah, it is. It is honestly nice. Because it means spring is coming. Because we've been sitting closer to -20 and under for a minute now. And you know what? We're better for it. We're better because of the cold weather makes it real tough and strong. But it's just I'm super excited for spring. I'm sick and tired of this. This is it. I love winter at the beginning. After the holidays, I'm just like, can we freaking get this over with? Nice. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Uh, it was just confirmed this morning that I have sleep apnea, so I stopped breathing in my sleep. So now I don't have to get a special machine called the CPAP machine, so I can actually sleep properly at night. And maybe, who knows, I might not be such an asshole after that. Probably, I highly doubt that, but could happen. No, everything's going well. Um, yeah, looking forward to the finer weather too, because more people come out to the market, and therefore more people will walk by my booth and scoff at my work, and maybe one or two people will actually buy some. Yeah, it happens to be stress. Yeah, right. It runs in my family, so we've just noticed. We, meaning my fiance and I, that it's good. It's like I'm having more like worse nights more frequently, or bad nights more frequently. Uh, and so I went into the sleep test in early February. Got the results today from the doctor. And they're like, it's not anything like of high concern, but my oxygen is dipping down significantly enough in the night that he's like, there's no doubt that you would be waking up with headaches and whatnot, and that's exactly what happens. But yeah, no, I do stop breathing in my sleep. I there's like I will stop breathing for like a couple seconds repeatedly. Some people get it where they're holding for like 5 or more, sometimes 10 seconds. That is where it gets like you should definitely be on a machine. I hold for like 3 to 5 seconds, but between 15 and 22 or something times an hour. I mostly sleep on my left side, which they said helps. In the test, it showed that when I was on my side, it helped. Which is funny because a couple of years ago, I did the same thing, like sleep tests and stuff, just to kind of get ahead of it. I wasn't noticing bad sleeps and stuff, but I was also smoking a lot of weed, so I probably wouldn't even cared. But yeah, I did the sleep test, and that doctor there at that clinic told me to sleep on my back, which this guy that I saw today was like laughing at me with that. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I hope it helps. It should. There's really no reason why I wouldn't. But yeah, it is. You gotta be on top of that kind of stuff for real. And I also was taught like when we were talking about it. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that Sunset, because she's actually kind of looking forward to it because like she loves the white noise. Like we have an air purifier. Sounds good, man. See you, Busy Ben. Big old Busy Ben. Um, yeah, we got like a lot of noise contraptions in the. Well, really, in the summertime we got like the fan and the air conditioner and all that stuff. But she likes it, and it's either or for me. I don't really care. When I fall asleep, I'm like done. I am knocked out. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like we just the air purifier is like it's always humming away, so I think that's good enough. And the furnace pops on and stuff. But I don't know. A fan in the winter. I would probably be like that's. I don't want to do that because I have I get cold very easily. You could probably see that my hands are like I'm like alien colored, like purple and shit. This is my I have circulation issues. I get cold, so the fan would probably I'd probably have to be like, we'll figure something else out. Like let's just get the sound machine, you know. Oh, we live in a century home. We don't have to we don't have to worry about being cold at night. No, but yeah, no, I don't know. I do find like I like it. We like it cold at night so that we're in our blanket. But I just think a fan would be like too much. I don't know. I don't know. Never tried it. Probably won't try it. But yeah, obviously everybody has their own uh, way that they do things. You know, the best hat in the world doesn't fit all heads, or something like that. Mad Hatter said that. But then, I don't think he did. Or what is it? There's a hat for every head, but not this one. Something like that. Jeez Louise. Papa cheese. I cannot wait to be done waxing. Ooh. Have you been throwing, or what was the last news about you potentially, or was it in the spring, be able to set up in the porch or something? Something like that. What's this? It's like a leaf, spoon rest, or a lily pad kind of idea. Just a slab build that I did. I don't know. I'll see how they fly. But you could use it for whatever, like put your keys on it, or use it as a spoon rest in the kitchen. Don't matter to me. I used to have all this like little wooden signs that labeled everything. Right on. Yes. Okay. I remembered. Yeah, that's good. I haven't completely lost it, but yeah, I used to have little signs that said what everything was, but I've moved away from that and just price everything, like put a little price sticker on stuff. And then a lot of people end up asking what things are for, which is nice. Then you can start selling them on your stuff. You know, can't make a sale without talking, or like can't sell someone on something without getting in their head. That's not, anyways. But yeah, people will ask questions if they don't know what things are. Get some talking, and then it's nice to meet people and chat at the markets. But then I can then say, you know, I've made these. It's a salt well, but you can put whatever you want in it. Like it doesn't really matter. You can put sugar or blah blah blah. That kind of thing. And then I love dropping the line. Once, if you end up taking it home, you can do whatever you want with it. And people love it when I say that about the ring holders. Right on, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, two's yeah. That's probably like that's a good time to be clean. It's funny, like my nephew, or well, like Carol's nephew, was the opposite for so long. And like he's gonna be starting school. And over the last like at the end of the summer. But over the last little while, like maybe just maybe coming up on about a year. Yeah, he's like all of a sudden just very, very clingy. But we used to just go and pick him up and bring him over, and he never even he just whatever. And then now it's just you cannot mention that you can't say the word mom, and you cannot say his mom's name, or like anything about you can't go. Oh, do you have like toys like this at your house, or like what do you do at your house, or something like that, or what? If you remind him that he was anywhere else but with you in the day, um, it can. I mean, it's gotten better, but then it fluctuates a lot. But I'm going to say, yeah, yeah. Well, I love being an uncle. That's all I'm going to say. That's not all I'm going to say, but that is very much the case. It's a great position to be in. You just hang out with them and be like, your parents suck. Why do you like? You should never even listen to them. And like really even plant really bad seeds in their brain. And when they start behaving that way at their house, you're like, I don't know where you got that from. And then you put the blame back on the parents. You say, why is your kid doing that? No. But it is really. I love being Uncle Joel. Exactly. Well, yeah, that's the whole. Yes, that is exactly right. There is a timer on the interaction with the little human, and when that timer strikes zero, you just open your door and say, "Go home. I'm sure you'll find your way." Kids are just really smart like that. But anyway, yeah. I've done. You know what I said. I'm trying to be too funny. Yeah, that's fair. That's actually crazy. Like that particular nephew that I've been talking about. He is honestly, uh, he's one of the most polite little young men that I've come across. He is a very sweet, and he's so funny. Like he's like every time we go to their place, he wants to show me like his room and his room, and like he'll be like, look at the light switch, and then like see what it does. Yeah, I do. I know light switches. Yeah, but then he'll like tour you around the upstairs of the house, um, which is not really changed all that much. But he just likes like this is the bathroom, this is mom and dad's room, this is my brother's room. But yeah, no, no. I find too though if because he often tries to he'll just like show you his bedroom first, like what kids like to do. If I just sit down and I start playing with the cars, I can stop that. No, we're not gonna have kids ourselves. No, nope, not gonna happen. Honestly, I gotta stop spreading whatever genes I got that are making me the way I am. We gotta axe that. It's the responsible thing to do. No, but unless no, wait a minute. Like she already has me, which is like kind of like having a kid. So yeah, I think we're good. But anyways, I got everything waxed up that I wanted. I'm gonna go do the dishes, and then I'm gonna stream old Bancraft on my second channel, which you can find on the homepage of my YouTube channel. And yeah, it's been good. I'll be back on Wednesday. I might go live tonight. I'll see when I glaze some of these. But yeah, I'm back. If not tonight, Wednesday around noon Eastern Standard Time. Y'all take care now. You hear? Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sticking around. You guys rock and you guys roll.